All right, everyone, welcome back to the video here. And today I'm just doing another Mitsubishi Mirage modifications video. And I did a video on it before, just kind of walking around and showing some stuff that I've done to it over the past year. And I wanted to make an update, just do a little more of a detailed video. I've had a few people ask about some things, and I've decided to do a little bit more of a detailed video here. So this is going to be a little bit of a longer video. There's going to be a lot of stuff in here. I'm just going to kind of walk around, just show a lot of the stuff I've done, go a little more in depth of like some of the lighting and wiring and things like that. So first off, if you haven't noticed, this is the 2017 Mitsubishi Mirage. I've done a few videos on it, modifications I've done to it and things like that. So as you can see, this is what, it's looking like right now. We're going to start kind of with the front, things that I've done to it since I've had it. Like I said, I've done the DRL kit, so the daytime running lights for Mitsubishi. These are factory. I've added these. So the car didn't come with these, but I bought the factory DRLs for it and wired them up. And then the HID headlights, these used to be reflector lensed headlights, so I ended up buying these brand new for Mitsubishi. And these are the HIDs with the DRL, or it's more of just an accent light. It doesn't come on in the day. And then, like I said, little things like that. I upgraded the turn signals. All the turn signals are now LED. But that's what's up with that. And I'll show you the wiring harness that I custom did for the HIDs. So if you guys do have a Mirage and you want to, buy the HIDs that come on like the GT models for the Mirage, I'll kind of show you how I wired that up and retrofitted the harness for it. And then down here, I got a 10-inch rigid light bar right there. And then I have some Baja Designs. I think these are the S1s. So I have a pair of the S1 spots up here. And then down here, I have the S1 flood pattern ones. And that's the same what's on these fog lights. These are the flood patterns. And then as we go up here, we have the Baja Designs S1s, the spots up on the hood. And then up here we have I'm pretty sure this is the Traveler X light bar. This is from Tractor Supply. Super bright, and what I love most about it is how it fits perfectly up there, right between the roof rack, and that roof, or the roof basket is from Harbor Freight. And then the roof rack is actually from Rhino Rack. And the light bar just fits so perfectly. It's a 30-inch. It also has the amber function, which I don't know if you see in the other video, but I'll turn everything on, how that glows, the amber color. So when I'm going down the street, it acts as like cab lights, that kind of thing. And then as far as lighting goes, these are the LED turn signals. So if I get my key here, you can see how those are LED. And then down here, we have, I think it's, 6 on each side. These are some running board marker lights. These are amber colored just to match the ones that are in the front down here, and then as well as the middle ones here. And these middle ones right here, these are from O'Reilly Auto Parts. I've had these on here for about 2 years, and they've been absolutely flawless. They've worked really great. These been on here for about, I think, maybe 3 months, and they work really well too. So I went ahead and bought some for the sides and also for the back. So let's see if we don't have a lot of room back here, but when we come back to the back, we have the 3 here, the 3 there, and the 3 over there. And then we have some Diode Dynamics backup lights. So these glow red with the tail lights, and then when I hit the reverse, these come on a bright white, as well as, with the factory reverse lights, but these are also LED. And then as well as these right here, these reflectors also light up as well. These glow red with the parking lights and stuff on. So I'll walk around and we'll start kind of showing the interior. We'll show the interior here. Oh, went ahead and locked it. There we go. Unlock it here, and we'll go ahead and start. If you didn't see the last video, so here's the interior. This is so far what we've been getting along with it. So first off, we're going to start with the full black interior that I've done to it. So I had the headliner fabricated in a black suede, and then as well as, well, not as well as, what I also did was I took all the interior trim down, A, B, and C pillars, as well as the sun visors and little things, just little clips and stuff. I took those all off and painted those with a special paint that doesn't smell up the car or anything. So as you can see, they turned out really well. Even like the grab handles, you can't really see because it's so, there we go. You can see the grab handles are black, and the sun visors, I painted these. Tried to make them look super factory because I didn't want to paint over the warning label. I wanted everything to look factory and you know, look real nice and clean. And like over here, little things, just there's many little things that I've done to it, but just, you know, things that kind of stand out. I've painted the trim here. This used to be like a silver chrome color, and I painted this all black. And then I got a nice steering wheel cover that has kind of like a carbon fiber feel, even though it's not real carbon fiber. It's just the feel just kind of looks real nice. It matches my custom switch panel up here that I did. And you know, on this specifically, this was used to be, for you Mirage owners, you all know what's up here. There is a airbag module light, and then there's an actual dome light. Well, the airbag module light, or the little module thing, it's still here. It's just behind this panel. But I took that off, and now I have my switches here. Things that, you know, extra auxiliary switches, these all glow, and then obviously the horn. And I know you guys are curious about that if you haven't known about it. So I do have a horn blaster shocker XL train horn kit on here. So I'll open the hood and, you know, try and show you. They're kind of hard to see because they are kind of behind the bumper, but I will show you those. I won't honk them right now because it is really late, but I will just put like a quick little video after this right here and show you what they sound like.
Alex, how was your shift?
So that's kind of what's going on with that. And then obviously this also has like a nice suede, so it kind of matches everything. And then we'll go ahead and come down here. So as you can see, that is the switch panel I'm going to turn on here in a second. But I also custom made a little area, little carbon fiber tape here, and made it real nice. Everything looks real nice. And then, like I said, right here we have a Android Auto. It's I believe it's a 10-inch. I think it's a 9 or a 10. I'm not too sure. But this is a touch screen, you know, it has the Bluetooth and stuff on it. And I mainly wanted it for just the Bluetooth and just to have a screen, because my old radio was just the regular radio that came with the Mirage. It was, you know, just had the little LCD screen, really basic, didn't look, you know, I just want a little upgrade and stuff. And especially since I was planning on doing some aftermarket radio stuff, which is currently what I'm working on now. I'm getting ready to upgrade all the door speakers again, because I did upgrade them and I'm not happy with the speakers that I put in here. So I'm going to upgrade those again, and I'm also going to install a 4-channel amp, and I will show you the sub that I have in the back already installed here in a second. But what I will go ahead and do is I will power on the car. I'm not going to run it too long because I don't want the garage to fill up with vapors, but I will go ahead and turn it on, and we'll just kind of show you how everything starts up and turns on. So as you can see, the radio comes right on. A lot of people kind of shame these radios. You know, they say they take forever to boot up. I've never had a problem with that. There's been one other time that for some reason I had my car sitting here for 2 days and it did like a full like startup that took about 20 seconds. I think it naturally like had like the computer and it stays on because I think the way the car is wired with the old radio, I think there's always like a constant current going to it. But it still turns off and stuff, doesn't run the battery dead, but I think it just has like a memory saver in it. So it does stay on, so it's always ready to come on. And then we're going to turn the lights on. You can see, we'll do a walk around here in a second, but these lights just came on down here. But like I said, with the switch panel, so this is my switch panel. This is the main controls of majority of the accessories on the Mirage. So, you know, we got things like, you know, all my lights. This is actually for my high beams because, like I said, I retrofitted my headlights to HID, so I had to custom do something with the high beams because I couldn't make it work with this, unfortunately. But I also didn't want the high beams to work from here because when you turn the high beams on, it turns the fog lights off, and I want everything to be on at once. So wiring them up separately worked really well. And, you know, it also controls things like the air compressor, which it's not coming on now because it has a sensor. So if the air is up to a certain level, it won't turn on. You know, the amber feature for the light bar, the light bar, and things like that. So this is a really main control for the Mirage. And like I said, we come up here and you can see how these are all glowing up here. These aren't wired up to anything yet, but they are ready to be wired for accessories. Of course, this one right here is wired up. And you know, then we got little basic things like we got a radar detector here with the mirror mount. Nice clean setup. You know, all the wires are tucked away. We got a Garmin dash cam up here. And then right here, this is I believe it's a Luffy. I'm not sure what model it is, but this is just like a little gauge that displays, you know, like RPMs and stuff, so you can see how it just, you know, it's cool. You know, like I said, you know, the Mirage isn't specifically a fast vehicle, but it just kind of adds for that racing style, makes it look real cool. And I also got it too because I wanted to see my water temperature, my voltage, little things like that. That's real nice. And then down here we have the GK shift knob. I got this off eBay, and this is real cool. I get a lot of comments on this, but it's weighted, so it, you know, improves the shifting and stuff, and it just looks really cool too. You know, little things like that, little touches that just, you know, make the car stand out. Like I said, I have some other ideas. I'm getting ready to do the gloss armrest, and you know, gloss around the vents, gloss down here. That's coming soon. And then also down here, I've added some interior accent lighting down here, just real nice. Just adds to the accents of the Mirage, and just makes it feel much nicer. And then, like I said, we come down here. We've added a glove box here. This is a factory glove box, so you can buy these on Mitsubishi, you know, parts now and stuff like that. So this just, you know, I had to pull the whole center console up, and then you just mount this. This mounts to like the cup holder. So if you all know, there is a cup holder underneath this, but it's firmly mounted, and it also does come with a cup holder so that, you know, you can still put a drink back there. I usually never use it, but like I said, that is that right there. And then we'll go and come around. Let's see here. I'll go and keep it running. So we'll come around and we'll show you some of the lighting. I'm gonna go and turn the amber feature on the light bar. That way you guys can see that. The garage up so we don't fumigate this garage, but either way, here's what we got going on here. So this is, you know, what it looks like. This is the what the car always looks like, you know, going down the road. Of course, I don't have the headlights on, but as you can see, the cool looking strip thing is on. Looks really cool. It just adds a real nice accents to the Mirage. And as you can see, this is from the front. DRLs are on, and that's how she looks. And that's also the light bar up here. So that's the glowing function. That's what I love so much about it, is how it has like that amber feature, because I wanted to get some cab lights for this, but I didn't want to drill into the roof or anything like that. So I ended up just doing something like this, which works perfectly. And yeah, I know cab lights, you know, this is a car, but I'm all about lighting. I don't know what it is with me about it, but I've always been the light guy around the house, so I'm always doing something. But as you can see, this is the air dam lights right here. Let me come around to the back. You can see how those reflectors light up. And then the tail lights, these are also tinted too, so they're a little darker, but they're still bright and very noticeable, especially with the LED turn signals and stuff like that. Third brake light's also tinted. And then that's the Instagram for the Mirage, if you guys are interested in following that. And like I said, these come on, you know, with the reverse lights. I'll show you guys that here in a second. And then another quick thing that I'm gonna go ahead and mention, I also purchased these mud flaps for the Mirage. I got these on, I think it was Throtty.com or something like that. I got the box right here. So here is the box right here. And that's the part number, all that crazy stuff. So that's that right there. And like I said, as you can see, all these light up. And I will go ahead and do a quick light test. I'm gonna go ahead and light everything up. Light everything up. Listen to that battery voltage drop, because I got everything on. Now I did upgrade the battery in here also, so there's the old battery right there. But do a quick walk around, show you everything on here. So there we go. Light bar is super bright. Wow, can't even look at that. We got all the lights here, lights down there. So that's what we got going on with that. Like I said, we'll go ahead and get that side angle. But yeah, like I said, super bright, super good for country drives and stuff like that. Go ahead and turn everything off here. Turn the amber back on, turn the fogs off and the HIDs. And we're going to turn the car off right now. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm going to show you guys some of the wiring and how that's working and how everything all comes together. So we're going to open up the hood and I'll show you that. Here we go. Here's with the hood open. This is where a lot of the wiring and pretty much where everything takes place at. So first off, we're going to start with the HID headlights. So if you guys are interested, these headlights, the way they come, so this is the harness side from the headlight. This comes out of the headlight. And like I said, I've, retrofitted the harness for the, like the parking light. And then we, of course, got a adapter that I adapted for, that came from the, I think it was like the 903 bulbs, and converts it so that I have just bare wire to strip and then connect to these. And then, like I said, for my high beams, the way these work, or these specific HIDs, is it uses a little solenoid, like a little flap. So I have that grounded. And then I have the positive lead that runs all underneath here, and that meets up with the other side, and that goes into the RGB switch panel here. And that's, like I said, that's like a little fuse box. So that's where everything is controlled. As you can see, this is with the little cover off here. Comes with the extra fuses and things like that. But this is how everything is wired up. So, we got, just all the wires coming in here. The wire right here is for the air compressor. And like I said, everything's all lined up, certain fuses, things like that. Like I said, 30 amp fuses are a little excessive for certain things on here, but that is how it is. Like I said, 30 amp for the air compressor, and I got a 30 amp for that light bar up there, which I need to change that, but I didn't have enough fuses for it. So that works for now. And like I said, I got everything grounded here. This is the main ground area right here. And like I said, this is the I believe this is like the ignition wire, so when the key is on, it tells everything to turn on, turns the switch panel and that kind of thing. Like I said, once that's back on, we come up here, and then we have my 60 amp circuit breaker. So this right here runs a few things. This runs the subwoofer amp, the obviously the switch panel, and then it's also for the air solenoid for the horns. It runs that relay system as well. And then, like I said, all the wiring I've, covered up, tried to make it look as nice as possible. Considering how many lighting and accessories I've added, I feel like this is pretty clean for the setup. Looks pretty good in my opinion. And here we go. I grabbed my flashlight here, so I'm going to try and show you the horns that are underneath here. So as you can see, there's one of them right there. There are 4 total. They're all different sizes. I think this is the second from the largest. I don't know if we can see the other ones that are in there. Yeah, there's another one going along, if you can see that. And there are a few others in front of the radiator. So there's 1, there's 2, and then there are 2 in front of the radiator that I don't think you can see. Yeah, they're really hard to see. But like I said, if you look down here, you can see all the air wire and things like that. I believe you should be able to almost see the solenoid under there. It's really hard to see, but there's a air solenoid under there, and that's what, lets the air through and stuff. And I'll show you guys the compressor here next. So when we come around to the back, I'll show you the air compressor I have back here. And like I said, I have everything all tucked away, wired away and stuff, but here's the air compressor. So like I said, this automatically comes on. As long as that switch is on up there, it comes on automatically. And, we'll air up the tank. I believe it's I think it's either a 2 or a 2.5 gallon, I'm pretty sure. But it's plenty of honk time, as you've seen in that earlier video. It's real nice to have, especially a little car and stuff. It's good to be heard, good to be seen on the road. And, why not? It's pretty funny. Get a lot of reactions out of it. And then, like I said, come around here, we got a Scar Audio 8-inch. I believe it's an 800 watt, 400 RMS, and 800 watts peak. And then we have their 350 watt monoblock amp. Perfect setup, for a small car like this. It's not no huge sub, but it's perfect. Definitely will rattle the bumper and stuff. It's pretty serious. And like I said, I would do a test, but it's really hard to hear it, on camera. And of course, it's late where I'm at. But like I said, that's that setup, and we got all the wires ran up nice and tucked away, clean setup and stuff. Decided to do with this setup here was instead of rather just running the speaker wire just around anything like that, I ended up drilling a hole in that this board that I made and ran it actually underneath. That way it looks real clean and nice. Because the way I like to do stuff, I like everything to look clean and professional, and I'm just overall all about, you know, precision and cleanness when it comes to stuff like this. But like I said, that's the setup back here. As far as things go, guys, that's kind of, you know, a quick rundown of everything. You know, there's been a lot of little small modifications that I've done. But as far as wiring goes and things like that, you know, a lot of people ask, you know, how I've wired all the lights. It's just a matter of tidying and like mounting, like I said, you know, just finding the mounting places and stuff, you know, just lining everything up. It's all about alignment. There's been a few custom brackets that I've made for these right here to get them to fit. And like I said, these fog lights, if you are a Mirage owner and you want some super bright fog lights, these are Baja Design Squadrons. These are for a Ford, I believe that's for a Ford Ranger. So they have the same mounting bracket as the Mirage. So if you guys are interested in that, I will try and see if I can find a link for those. And but yeah, that's about how, you know, everything goes here. And like I said, you know, it's been a work in progress. You know, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you guys have, you know, any questions, want to leave some comments and stuff, just definitely let me know, and I'd really appreciate it. But yeah, that's a quick, just good little walk around, a little more detailed, you know, look of the Mirage and stuff. And you know, like I said, this is from the passenger side too, if you guys want to see everything. That's how the radio looks and stuff like that. But yeah, so that's about how it goes. But guys, I appreciate you guys joining in and watching the video. Like I said, this was just a quick update. Just want to do a little update video and just, you know, do a little more of a walk around. I've added a few things to it and stuff like that. But I appreciate you guys watching the video to this far. If you've made it, please leave the video a like if you enjoyed it. And I'd appreciate your comments. And yeah, thanks for watching. See you on the next one.